In this podcast episode, Mike Michalowicz, the best-selling author and entrepreneur known for his groundbreaking book Profit First, shares his wealth of knowledge on building a profitable and sustainable business. Throughout the conversation, Mike dives deep into the real struggles facing business owners, clear misconceptions about revenue and profit, and practical strategies that entrepreneurs can implement immediately to drive profitability and growth. Mike opens the conversation by addressing one of the most common and pressing fears among business owners: running out of cash. He debunks the myth that businesses on the brink of financial collapse are doomed, instead, framing many as being on the brink of success. Drawing from his experience investing in and rescuing struggling companies, Mike emphasizes the importance of reevaluating the customer base. He advocates for a methodical approach using the Pareto principle, 80-20 rule, to identify the best clients who generate the most profit and loyalty, while cutting loose those customers who cost the business more than they bring in. This strategy not only improves cash flow, but also reduces the emotional and operational strain on the company, helping owners refocus on serving and growing their ideal customer segment. Mike also underscores the tricky relationship between increasing revenue and profitability. He challenges the widely held belief that higher sales automatically mean better financial health, pointing out that scaling sales without control often leads to increased operational complexity and stress. Through a compelling client example involving major retailers Walmart and Dollar General, he illustrates how prioritizing quality revenue, rather than just volume, can transform a business. Strategic customer prioritization and recognizing the real cost and value of each client enables businesses to enhance profit margins and operational sustainability. One of the most powerful insights Mike shares is the concept of not trusting what customers say, but rather what their wallets reveal. He observes that customers rarely give honest feedback directly, but show their true valuation of a business through their purchasing behavior. He also introduces the critical idea of ensuring there is an emotional fit between the business owner and the customer. If a customer generates significant revenue but is difficult to work with or disliked by the owner, service quality often declines, harming retention and growth. Therefore, finding the sweet spot where the business loves serving its customers and customers love buying is essential. Mike elaborates on the importance of going beyond demographic data to truly understand customer avatars and their congregation points, whether industry associations, communities, or common meeting places, where businesses can authentically engage and grow their customer base. The episode also challenges entrepreneurs to adopt a sell-to-tell mindset, meaning they should test the market's appetite by selling before developing full products and rely on deposits to validate demand. This approach guards against wasted effort and helps entrepreneurs sell more confidently. The fear of overselling or alienating customers is addressed head-on, with Mike sharing that many entrepreneurs do not sell enough to their customer base. Effective selling is balanced by acts of care, education, and entertainment to build reciprocity and trust, creating a natural flow into increased sales without overwhelming potential clients. Mike introduces the pumpkin plan, a strategy drawn from biomimicry that encourages entrepreneurs to model their businesses after the growth of colossal pumpkins. The key is seed selection, choosing a unique and differentiated business concept that redefines the industry in a way that attracts genuine client demand. Using the example of the Savannah Bananas baseball team, Mike showcases how innovating around customer dissatisfaction, in this case, baseball being perceived as boring, can provide a lucrative niche that delivers extraordinary customer engagement through intentional constraints and creativity. At the heart of the pumpkin plan is systemization, building efficient processes that allow the business to attract, convert, and delight customers continuously without the entrepreneur's constant involvement. Mike challenges entrepreneurs to identify what truly makes them unique and to crystallize that uniqueness into systems that grow the business sustainably. Mike's signature concept, Profit First, flips the traditional business cash flow formula on its head. Instead of viewing profit as what's left over after expenses, Mike positions profit as the priority. It should come first. By taking a percentage of every sale and setting it aside as profit immediately, entrepreneurs impose discipline on their spending and force their businesses to operate within tighter, more controlled financial limits. This simple but profound behavioral shift addresses a core human tendency, Parkinson's law, which suggests that expenses tend to rise as available resources increase. By treating profit as a fixed allocation rather than an afterthought, business owners gain clarity on what their real operating budget is, exposing where costs must be cut or efficiencies gained. Mike notes that profit first doesn't fix the business by itself, but illuminates the areas in need of urgent improvement, enabling owners to make smarter decisions grounded in real financial visibility. Mike shares practical hacks, such as consolidating all subscriptions on a single credit card with paper statements to make hidden or subconscious expenses visible and easier to control. These are the kinds of small actions that reveal free or unexamined cash hiding within the business, which can be reinvested or bolster cash reserves. The discussion also touches on the emotional and psychological importance of investing in yourself as an entrepreneur. Mike recommends that business owners continue to pursue growth by refining what they love doing most and delegating the rest, especially the passion-driven activities that sustain enthusiasm and energy. He gives an example from his own life of hiring and training dozens of speakers to share the profit-first message, freeing him to focus on his strengths like public speaking and performance. A notable highlight in the episode is Mike's emphasis on systemization that enables the business to operate independently of the owner. He encourages entrepreneurs to schedule a 4-week vacation within the next year as a diagnostic tool. If the owner cannot confidently step away for that duration without the business collapsing, it signals the urgent need for better systems and delegation. Whether the business is at $100,000 or much higher, every owner can and should begin moving toward this model. Even solo business owners can create system-driven customer experiences by empowering clients to do part of the work themselves, such as through self-service ordering or form completion, thereby improving efficiency without increasing headcount. Mike takes a moment to challenge the prevailing entrepreneurial urge to diversify early. He quantitatively stresses that unless a business is generating around $10 million focusing on their core offering, branching out prematurely dilutes resources, muddles branding, and stalls growth. Entrepreneurs must rigorously analyze their customer data and profitability metrics to identify their prize pumpkin before expanding into new ventures. Diversification, while sometimes valuable, should come after the core business is solidly profitable and scalable. He further points out a common flaw in entrepreneurs who attempt to do everything themselves, burdening themselves with tasks that should be delegated. Mike stresses the importance of hiring help, even part-time assistants, and that true leadership means creating jobs for others instead of being trapped as the sole worker. Embracing the role of shareholder and strategist allows business owners to focus on high-level growth activities rather than day-to-day operations. One of the most poignant moments in the episode involves Mike's candid sharing of his personal experiences with financial failure and near bankruptcy. He recounts the emotional devastation of losing everything, including his home and possessions, and the heartbreak of facing his family with uncertain prospects. Despite the depth of despair, Mike frames this rock-bottom experience as the catalyst that transformed his outlook and fueled his passion to combat entrepreneurial poverty. His story serves as a powerful reminder that failure is not the end, but a starting point for renewed purpose. Mike's commitment to teaching profitability and resilience arises directly from his own journey out of financial crisis, emphasizing the importance of humility, honesty, and decisive action.